morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I am jumping right into it because I'm excited because it looks like we have some colubrid eggs today, and we haven't had a lot of colubrid clutches lately, so it's pretty exciting. This is actually an albino jelly, Brooks gang, and we're gonna just go ahead and take a look at what she's got going on. A bunch of beautiful eggs right there. Come on, mama. She looks like she's ready to eat too, so we're definitely get her a meal in right away as quick as we possibly can. I'll go ahead and get her separated out over here, get these eggs over here, and then we'll take the shed out, get some water, and you know the routine, and we'll check to see how many awesome eggs are in this clutch. I did notice that the eggs are a little bit desiccated, which just means they're dimpled a little bit, which means I'll have to take some of this moss, get it a little bit damp, put it on top, just so that they retain all that moisture and get kind of plump back up. But look at the size of this clutch. Ooh, doggy. I love starting my days out like this. Wow, this is amazing. Looks like we've got one little rogue egg over here, so what we'll do is we'll candle that, of course. Let's see what we've got. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 good eggs. And again, that's an albino jelly Brooks bred to another albino jelly Brooks, but I think we have a couple more clutches. This is absolutely amazing. And like I mention all the time, I am so lucky to do something that I love, like breeding snakes, educating people, running the zoo, filming for YouTube. I mean, all those things. And you know, I was thinking about this yesterday. By the way, this is an albino Nelson's. Looks like she's got a really good clutch of eggs over here. Whoo, mama. It looks like you spend a lot of your energy producing eggs. Look at how thin she looks. She definitely put a lot into egg production. But like I've mentioned before with colubrids, they really plump up quickly. Couple meals, and it almost look like she didn't lay eggs. In the meantime, she's got eggs all over the place. Definitely gonna have to candle this clutch. 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs over here. We'll get these in an incubator box. But going back to what I said, I was thinking about the fact that, like, I think you know when you're doing something you love. Like when you say if you were to win the lottery and all you would do is do more of what you do. So let's say I won $100 million in the lottery. I wouldn't like retire or stop doing this. What I would do is actually get more animals, get a bigger zoo, put more into conservation, do more YouTube stuff. I mean, I would do everything I'm doing now. I would just do it even bigger because I'd have even more money to do it, if you get what I mean. And I wonder, maybe that's a question I should ask to you guys. And by the way, you can see right here, see how there's actually albumin coming out of this egg? That female tried to eat that egg. That's exactly what happened. And I think that's why these eggs are scattered around like this, is she probably was trying to eat her clutch. Albino Nelsons will do that. A lot of snakes will do it, but I've caught albino Nelsons before. So a good chance this egg won't make it. We'll try to put it in here, but chances are it's gonna go bad. But regardless, question to you, if you were to win the lottery, would you continue doing what you're doing? This is pretty exciting. I always talk about second clutches with colubrids, right? So you get the first clutch, you get some food into them, you put a male back in, and you get a second clutch 6 to 8 weeks later. Regardless, this girl here, this Pueblo milk snake that is right back here, this is the first second clutch of the year for us. Let's see if they're any good. There you go, yay, she did good. And again, typically the second clutches are gonna be smaller because obviously they don't have as much energy because they took so much out. This girl laid actually on May 1st, so it's been about 6 weeks. As a matter of fact, we can take a look back and see how many eggs she produced. And weirdly enough, she only produced 4 eggs, no bad eggs, on her first clutch. And guess what? She produced 4 eggs, no bad eggs on her second clutch. That is pretty unusual. I'm not gonna lie, like usually if a female lays 4 eggs the first clutch, she's gonna lay 2 or 3 the second clutch. But typically with a Pueblan, you're gonna lay like 6 or 8 eggs and then the second clutch maybe 4 or 5 eggs. But with that being said, I couldn't be more happy the fact that she laid the same number of second clutch eggs as the first clutch egg. And getting back to my one point, maybe that's something that you have to think about a little bit. If you're doing something now that you would absolutely quit if you won the lottery, maybe it's time for a change. In the dungeon, in one of my favorite ball pythons that I own happens to be this girl right here, a blue-eyed Lucy that's wrapped around a beautiful clutch of eggs. This girl has laid a clutch every single year for the last 4 or 5 years. They're always great, and the last 2 years we bred her to a super enchy pinstripe. She is actually a lesser and a het russo, so it's really cool stuff knowing that they're all enchies, and then there's pinstripes, and then there's lessers, and then there's het russos and all that stuff. But let's see what Mama has. She is such a sweetheart. You never have to worry about her striking when you take her off the eggs. I absolutely love that girl. And I don't know, there's just something about that pure white snake wrapped around a nice clutch of white eggs. Whoo, doggy. This is a beautiful clutch, just like always. Last year, she actually laid 7 eggs, and I think there's going to be a couple more in this clutch because it's looking really good, and they're put together really nicely. So I know she didn't roll anything around, so we're just going to slowly get them off the paper here. Then we'll go ahead, remove them, and get them in the egg box and count them up and see what we have going on here. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, well, she did 7 last year, 8 this year. That's progress. That is absolutely incredible. We do have a couple other clutches of ball pythons to pull too, so it's been an awesome day for snake eggs. When breeding snakes, sometimes a male is bad, and I did get a clutch from this male, which was a pastel crystal earlier. All slugs are only all slug clutch, so I don't have high hopes for this clutch at all, but that's just the way it goes. This is actually a pinstripe, and again, it's bred to that pastel crystal. So let's go ahead, set her down really quick, and I could already see that she has slugs, but oh, it looks like there is one, well, potentially one good egg, but oh, doggy, that is a lot of slugs. Oh my God, I'm gonna candle this egg, but I'm not very hopeful. And you know, I did want to kind of circle back to the whole lottery thing and what you want to do with your life. Do me a favor, down in the comments right now, think about it. If you won the lottery, number one, are you doing what you'd want to do? And if you aren't, what would you put that money into as far as like your future? Because yeah, you could sit back and do nothing, but that isn't going to be a good idea. So like, what's your dream? You know, let me know in the comments, think about it. Tell me what you would do if you had $100 million, and don't answer boats and hoes, okay? I want to know from you, what would you actually open up? What would you want to go to work every day and do? In the meantime, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 slugs, potentially one little egg there. Oh well, we do have one other clutch, and that clutch actually looked pretty good. All right, let's see if this clutch is any better. This is actually a pastel, and it's bred to a pastel kingspin, which is a pastel, a lesser, a pinstripe, and a spider. Definitely looks like nice, beautiful eggs here. Look at that, mama. Ooh, yeah, she doesn't look happy with me at all, but she's gonna be good. Good big eggs, nice eggs, absolutely fertile. This egg was out, but you can tell right there with the pink coloration that the egg is completely fine. So I don't even have to candle that. I can tell that the embryo is up. We're gonna go ahead and get these eggs out of here. And again, we could get super king spins, we can get super king pins, super pins, we can get super blasts, all kinds of different stuff. Regardless, let's go ahead and get these eggs out of here. They're always adhered to this paper, which is just kind of part of it. We'll get these guys out of here real quick. Put them over here in the egg box, count them up, and see what we ended up doing. 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs again. Another 8 egg clutch. Mama, you did so good. Way to go. Again, we'll get her cleaned up, get her ready to go. She should be back onto food here probably within a week or so. Start conditioning her for next year. That wraps up all of the egg collecting for the day. Today is an exciting day because it's your first tour. The so Noah and Eric, or Eric and Noah tour. They'll be here any minute. You guys ready for this?
I am ready. You know, it's the first, but it's not going to be the last, so book yours now.
Mark that. Mark that down.
Selfless plug. It is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be different than the Brian tour for sure, or normal tour. I think it's going to be a little more fun, a little bit more hijinks and hilarity. So I cannot wait. Do you mind if I hang out and watch?
No, please.
Actually, we do mind.
Okay, so I gotta go next door.
Just hide in the corners.
All right,
You're cramping our style. You know, okay?
All right. So we'll see how this goes. It should be a lot of fun. As things go, before we get started with the tour, Ricky kind of destroyed his cage a little bit right there. So Mary is doing the honors of hanging out there. You guys are gonna clean up just so the place looks a little more presentable. So have at it, guys.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
How are you doing? Come in. How are you guys doing? I'm Noah. Nice to meet you.
Eric. Pleasure. Sorry. Eric. How are you, man?
You guys ready for this? You ready for this tour? All right. You guys are getting going. I'm going to let you guys do your thing. Tour's about 15 minutes in, so let's go ahead and check on them and see how they're doing. How you guys doing over here? You guys, the tour's still going good? You guys doing all right? And how are they doing? Are they doing all right? Yeah, I know it snuck up on you on a snake plate. I heard you guys talk about tarantulas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go.
I'll have to help you out with the transfer.
No.
So yeah,
Alright.
all the big ones.
No.
He'll hold anything but.
Everything. All right. Seems like things are going well. I'll keep checking back on them. All right, we're getting to the end of the tour, guys. So, what did you think? They do an okay job?
Great, man.
All right, cool. 1 out of 10. Give me a 1 out of 10. 10 being the best. 10? Holy All right, I'm retiring. I'm not doing any more tours for it at all. No, with that being said, they're wrapping up the tour over here. I actually have a tour of my own that's starting in a few minutes, so I actually am going to get onto that. These guys will wrap this up. I'll start mine. And we actually have 2 tours back to back, so it should be a fun way to go. Later on, we're open at the Reptarium. All right, my tour is here. And again, where were you guys from again?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, that's right. Awesome. Well, it's good to have you guys back. These guys dropped in a couple nights ago when we were open, and now you're with me. So we're going to have a good time. Let's get started. And you said you want to be a zoologist? Yes. Awesome. Well, you're in the right place. Let's have some fun. You guys know I always love tours. I always have a great time. We got Daisy out because you wanted to take Daisy out. And of course, I'm going to do that as long as I can. She ate a few days ago, so she's digested good. She's definitely chilling, just hanging out, absolutely being a beautiful girl. My second tour is actually here. You guys are from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Thank you guys for coming up. And you said you really love chicken strip, or was it you? You said you love chicken strip.
I do too.
You guys both love it. So, you know, I've got to try to get chicken strip out. It's a little bit crazy, but we're going to have a good time with it. But like you guys have seen in the past, it's crazy in the beginning and then calms straight down. So hopefully I won't get bit. We'll see what we got going on. So as you can see, chicken strip is a little bit crazy, and I will say it did take a little nip at me, but it's good now. So what do you guys think? Awesome or what?
Very cool.
Oh, you're gonna hold?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at this.
He might bite.
No, he won't. He's savage. No, you're good. It's awesome, right?
Yes.
This is my dream come true. This is
awesome.
actually a dream come true.
Just wrapping up the tour. Did you guys have a good time?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Very.
Dream come true.
You guys are absolutely awesome. These guys made my day. It's absolutely amazing. I hope you guys will come back sometime again, all right?
We'll
All right, we'll
try.
see you guys.
But
All right,
one
yeah.
thing, like and subscribe.
All right, it's that time again. Let's open up at the Reptarium. Hey guys! Quite a few people over at the Reptarium, and every now and then I like to surprise them with bringing over RJ, who just went in the water, which means I'm probably going to get a little wet. But I'll scoop RJ up, go over to the Reptarium, and let everyone meet this absolutely wonderful animal. RJ is always a big hit. What an absolutely cool animal. And I try to do that at least a couple times a month where I bring people over. And back to the lottery thing. I don't want you guys to think that I'm preaching to you. What I'm trying to do is just always inspire you to do things that you love, because the truth is, if you love what you do, it is an amazing life, and I'm very lucky with that. Oh, and by the way, my buddy Chris, who always comes over and hangs out, always complains about not being in the vlog. So now he's in the vlog. Thanks, Chris. All right. You're the best. All right, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and shut the vlog down. Wish you guys an amazing day. You guys are truly wonderful, and I love you so much. Be kind to someone. I promise. I'll see you guys tomorrow.